Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Metal Emporium. Today I thought I'd show you some Van Halen records from my collection. I'm going to start out with all the official stuff and then I'll go into some cool bootlegs. I'm going to start off with this. This is a promo record that was sent out to promote the first Van Halen record. This was sent out by Warner Brothers Records. It's known as the Looney Tunes EP. And it's got the little Elmer Fudd on it. This was the original Van Halen logo that was proposed for the band to use. They eventually changed it, of course, before the first album was released. But this is an EP, and it's on red vinyl. And it's got Running with the Devil, Eruption, Ice Cream Man, You Really Got Me, and Jamie's Crying. It's the back, got the logo in blue on the back. Very cool piece. I had searched for this for a long time. They're not easy to find, they're not cheap, but you can find them. There are some counterfeit versions out, so beware of those. Now, a few years back, I replaced all my original vinyl pressings with Japanese pressings. These Japanese pressings sound amazing. They really do. This is the debut album, Van Halen. God, man, I just love this one. It's such a great album. Running with the Devil, Jamie's Crying, On Fire, I'm the One, Ain't Talking About Love, Atomic Punk, Ice Cream Man, and of course Eddie's signature Eruption. That was a jaw dropper at the time. But yeah, these are really nice. They all have these little inserts in them with got like bio and lyrics. It has Japanese text in it as well as in English. Van Halen 1. And while we're on the subject of that, here it is, an original 8-track. Up next, Van Halen 2, which is probably right now my favorite Van Halen record. My favorite song by Van Halen is included on this, Light Up the Sky. But yeah, this has got so many great songs. And I always love that back photo of the band. Supposedly, Dave broke his ankle or sprung his ankle when they were doing that photo shoot. You see the inserts in here with all the band members, and of course Dave's sitting there with the nurse and he's got his foot bandaged up. This one's got the cool inserts in it as well. Nice Japanese pressing here of this. Yeah, so many great songs on this one. DOA, Beautiful Girls, like I mentioned, Light Up the Sky, which is my favorite, Bottoms Up, You're No Good, Dance the Night Away. Yeah, good stuff on this one. Here's an original single for Dance the Night Away. And Van Halen 2 on 8-track. Moving into 1980, we got Women and Children First, and this is a great sounding Japanese copy of that. Just another great record from the band. I always love that back cover. It's a very, very cool shot of the band. Yeah, this has got In the Cradle Will Rock, Romeo the Light, Fools, In a Simple Rhyme, Could This Be Magic, Lost Control, Take Your Whiskey Home, and Everybody Wants Some. Yeah, great record here. And this one's got the inserts in it. Of course, the controversial David Lee Roth poster of him being hung up off a fence. Yeah, I think that caused a lot of turmoil with the band because it wasn't a band photo, it was just of Dave. And of course you got an insert in this one. Last one I'm going to show you on 8-track here. There it is, Women and Children First on 8-track. 1981, we got Fair Warning, and this is my Japanese copy of that. Another great sounding record here. This is probably my second favorite Van Halen record. It's so heavy. You got Mean Streaks, So This Is Love, Center Swing, Unchained. God, what a riff on that one. Hear About It Later, One Foot Out the Door, Sunday Afternoon in the Park. Eddie's experimenting with keyboards on that one. Weird sounding song, but yeah, really cool. Got a nice Japanese copy. Had a cool picture of the band in it. There's your lyrics in Japanese and English. And of course, the someone said "Fair Warning" quote on the wall from the insert. Moving on to 82, we've got Diver Down, and this is my Japanese copy of that. I've always liked this record. A lot of people said, it's a lot of covers and stuff, but there's a lot of original stuff on here. Little Guitars, Hang 'em High, Secrets, Intruder, Cathedral, The Full Bug. But I love their cover of Where Have All the Good Times Gone. I think they did a remarkable job with that song. It's just a great track. And their version of Pretty Woman is classic. That's the one that's probably more popular than the original version, really. They Dancing in the Street sounds nothing like the original song. They put their own mark on that. Dive Her Down. It's got the photo collage of the band, great picture of the band on the back. Here's a radio promo single for Old Pretty Woman. It's got Happy Trails on the B-side, and a 45 7-inch single for Old Pretty Woman with Happy Trails as well on the B-side. Up next, 1984. This was a huge album for the band. Jump was just a big single, and it's got some cool stuff on this one. I don't revisit this one quite as much, but I do like it. It's got some great tracks on it. Top Jimmy was a good track. I like Panama. I like Girl Gone Bad. House of Pain's great. Some cool stuff on this one. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but the back cover of this album has always been printed upside down. It's like that on the US version as well. And some nice inserts in here. Picture of the band. I always like this on the insert, like, what is this? It's actually Par 64 light cans. It's like a whole conglomerate of them. Weird. But here's a European 12-inch single for Panama. It's got Dance the Night Away and Girl Gone Bad on the B-side. There's a European 12-inch single for Hot for Teacher from that album. It's got Hear About It Later and Little Dreamer is the B-sides on this. And a few 7-inch singles here. Here's a US single for Jump with the B-side is House of Pain. Here's one for Panama with Drop Dead Legs is the B-side. Here's a 7-inch for I'll Wait with Girl Gone Bad on the B-side. Here's a European single for Hot for Teacher with Little Dreamer on the B-side. It's got this little plastic holder here that's this photo of Eddie and Dave. It actually folds out into a poster of the band. And pretty cool little piece. Moving on to 1986, Sammy Hagar release, 5150. I know we joke around all the time on Ole Miss Human YouTube channel about Hagar Van Halen. I do like some of the Hagar Van Halen stuff. I do like this album quite a bit. Got a lot of good memories connected to this album when it came out. And, there's some good stuff on this, man. Got some great songs on it. Best of Both Worlds, the song 5150, Love Walks In, great ballad. What else was on this? Good Enough, Why Can't This Be Love, Get Up, Dreams, Summer Nights. It's a good record. It's much different than the Roth era. It's like two different bands, but I've got some other Hagar era stuff on CD and all, but this is the only one I've got on vinyl. And I do like this record. There's a 7-inch single for Why Can't This Be Love. I think the B-side was Get Up. Okay, moving on to 2012, Van Halen got back together with David Lee Roth, did a tour a couple years before that with Wolfgang Van Halen on bass. They recorded an album, released it in 2012, A Different Kind of Truth is the title. And there was a lot of songs on this record that were like old demo tracks, some stuff they had never recorded actually on an album, just stuff they had demoed that Wolfie had gone through, and he liked a lot of this stuff, so he got him to go back and re-record some of this stuff. And there's some great stuff on this. There was the back side of the record. I wasn't crazy about Tattoo when it first came out. It's kind of grown on me over time. It's okay, but She's the Woman, Chinatown's great, Blood and Fire, Bullet Head, Trouble with Never, Big River, Stay Frosty, really cool track. This is actually an unofficial version of this album. It came out on vinyl, but I didn't buy it when it came out on vinyl originally, and they are super expensive now. I'd love to find one day. This is actually on red vinyl, but yeah, I had to have it on vinyl. So I found it at a record show recently, this unofficial pressing, and I picked it up. Sometimes with the unofficials or bootlegs, as some people call them, they'll have stuff in them that's just not right. And of course, this has a picture of the band in it, and of course, it's from the Women and Children First era, of course, with Michael Anthony. But that's what you get with some of the unofficial titles. They ain't always right. Now, after that album, they did a tour, and they released their first official live album, and it was the lineup with Eddie and Alex and David Lee Roth and Wolfgang Van Halen, and this was a live Tokyo Dome, and it's a 4 LP set in this box, and these are kind of hard to get now as well, but yeah, it's not a bad recording. I mean, it's very well recorded. Some people complain about the performance, but I think it's great. It is what it is. It's captured in time. That tour, they did a lot of good stuff on this. Some of these records like this, I'll put the covers up so you guys can see the track listings better on them, especially when we get into the bootlegs. This came out in 2019. This was a Japanese vinyl 7-inch set, so you get all the 7-inch singles that they released during the Roth era in this nice little package here, a little flip top box. So it includes 13 singles that were released in Japan that are replicas of what came out there. So so you get all these singles. You get You Really Got Me, Ain't Talking About Love, On Fire, Dance the Night Away, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, The Cradle Will Rock, Unchained, Pretty Woman, Dancing in the Street, Jump, I'll Wait, Panama, and Hot for Teacher. And they're very, very nicely done here, because you got the Japanese print on them. But yeah, these were just like they were released over in the land of the rising sun. Pretty cool. Gonna go into, this is David Lee Roth. This is the Eat 'Em and Smile album that he released in 1986. He had such a great band on this with Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan, and Greg Bissonette. Yeah, so many cool songs on this one. Yankee Rose, Shy Boy, I'm Easy, Going Crazy, Elephant Gun, Tobacco Road. I mean, just some cool stuff on this one. I actually saw this tour, and they were excellent. Here's a single for the song Yankee Rose, 7-inch single. The B-side is Shy Boy, which is an old Talus song from Billy Sheehan's old band Talus. Kick-ass song. Okay, now I'm going to show you some bootleg albums from Van Halen. This is a double album called Van Halen in the Clubs. This came out a few years ago. This was on the Parachute label. And it's from the Golden West Ballroom in 1976. And they're doing a ton of cover songs. They're doing Rock and Roll All Night, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, Summertime Blues, Sweet Emotion, Live for the Music, Hots for Nowhere, LaGrange, On Fire, I'm the One, which is their song, of course, DOA, Running with the Devil, Ice Cream Man, Simple Rhyme, Man on the Silver Mountain from Rainbow and Dio. They do Eruption, and they do House of Pain on this, and The Fools. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a double album, and sounds pretty good for what it is. But yeah, Van Halen in the Clubs, 1976. I also have this CD, which is cover bands from Pasadena. And I've had this for quite a while, and they do a bunch of cover songs on this. This was recorded live at Bogart's in San Bernardino, 1976. It's got an unreleased Van Halen song called Believe Me. It's got Show Your Love. I mean, they're doing Last Child, Live for the Music. They do a few of their original songs on here. They do The Rover from Zeppelin. They're doing Waiting for a Bus from ZZ Top. Superstitious from Stevie Wonder. Johnny Winter's Still Alive and Well. They do Firehouse from Kiss on this. Yeah, they do Twist and Shout, 30 Days in the Hole. Franzine from ZZ Top. Goodbye to Jane from Slade. Yeah, cover band from Pasadena. Yeah, it's pretty decent sounding audience recording here. I've had this one for quite a while, but I've always enjoyed it. This is one I picked up not long ago. This came out recently. It's Van Halen From the Glitter to Pasadena, 73 to 77. It's a 2 CD set from the Loudworks label. Loudworks puts out a lot of good unofficial stuff, a lot of demos, a lot of live recordings. This has got stuff dating back to 73, demos, live recordings. Got some pretty cool stuff. I'll put a photo up of the back. You can kind of see some of the songs listed on it, and it's got some, like I said, some live tracks. It's got some stuff, you know, running through the years, but very, very nicely made 2 CD set. Yeah, a lot of history way back on this one for Van Halen. This one's called Zero, the demos. I guess they call it Zero because it's before Van Halen 1. Of course, it's got the same album cover as the first Van Halen album. But this is, these are the Gene Simmons produced demos that he did in 1976 in New York. You got On Fire, Women in Love, House of Pain, Running with the Devil, She's the Woman, Let's Get Rockin', Big Trouble, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Babe Don't Leave Me Alone, Put Out the Lights. Sounds great. It's on a Blue Marble vinyl. This one's on Yellow Dog label. They do some nice unofficial stuff. And yeah, really cool recording here. I also have that on CD. I've had this for quite a while. It's pretty much the same recordings, just a CD version. Now this is a cool CD. This is a bunch of demos they did right after they got signed. They did for Warner Brothers, and it covers songs from the first 2 albums. I mean, there's just, they went in and recorded pretty much everything that they had. It's a 2 CD set. CD 2 has a lot of extra stuff on it. It has some live cuts and some interviews. Got some stuff from the Starfleet project that Eddie did with Brian May of Queen. It's even got where he got up and played Beat It with the Jacksons. That's included on disc 2. But yeah, that's another cool one to have. This is one I've had for quite a while. It's Van Halen Live. It's called Young and Wild, and it's a live bootleg recording that sounds excellent. And it's from the Pasadena Civic Center, Pasadena, California, of course. Great set list on this one. And it says it was recorded in December 20th, 1977. But recently it came out on vinyl. Same recording. And according to this, it was actually October when it was recorded. This version is on the Rocks Vox label. They do some really nice stuff. It's on red vinyl. Cool picture Eddie on the back. Great set list on this recording. They do On Fire, Feel Your Love Tonight, Running with the Devil, Atomic Punk, Little Dreamer, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Ice Cream Man, Ain't Talking About Love, Eruption, DOA, and You Really Got Me. Live in Pasadena. Here's another unofficial bootleg CD. I've had this for quite a while too. It's called Van Halen 77 plus Live. More demos on this one, plus some live stuff from Pasadena Hilton 1976. We're doing a few cool cover songs. Not exactly sure what source these demo recordings are from, but another one, like I said, just had this one for a long time. Here's one I got a couple years ago. It's called On Fire, and this is live on the 1978 tour. It's in Amsterdam, Holland. It's actually May 78, and this is on the Cult Legends label. This one is an audience recording. Doesn't really sound that great, but it's not awful either. They always put like Japanese writing and stuff on their records, and Cool cover. But yeah, they do On Fire, I'm the One, Running with the Devil, Atomic Punk, Ain't Talking About Love. Yeah, just great stuff from the first couple records on this one. Here's 1978 in London, soundboard recording. It's great. This has got On Fire, I'm the One, Running with the Devil, Atomic Punk, Little Dreamer, lots of stuff from those first two records. Here's another one I've had for quite a while. This is On Fire in Fresno. It's got some good live recordings on this one, plus a few demo tracks. Just another cool one that I've had for a while. Used to get these at record shows back in the day, in the 90s. You could get these unofficial bootleg CDs, and they were silver press CDs, nicely made up stuff, and they'd always cost you around $20-30 for a copy. But this is what we used to get back in the day. And here's a nice one. This is a double live album. This is called World Vacation Tour. It's a soundboard recording, recorded in Tucson, Arizona, October 2nd, 1979. It's on the Rock Brigade label. They do very, very nice bootleg recordings, or unofficials, as they like to call them. They always put the Obi strip on them, like the Japanese records. And like I said, this one sounds great. Light Up the Sky, they open with my favorite, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Running with the Devil, Dance the Night Away. I mean, they're doing Jamie's Crying. They're doing, they do the intro to Fools on here. They're doing Out of Love Again, another great one. Yeah, just You Really Got Me, Atomic Punk. Yeah, just a really, really good live recording here. This is World Vacation Tour, so 1979. Okay, here's a neat one that I got a couple years ago. This is the Women and Children First demos. And it's just them in the studio. You've got various versions of some of the songs that made it to the album, some instrumental version. You can hear them talking and stuff in between songs. But yeah, this was a really cool one. It's on a white vinyl, unofficial, of course. Great photo there of the band. Yeah. Now here is a legendary show. This is Van Halen at the US Festival, 1983. May 29th, 1983, San Bernardino, California. And they were paid quite a bit to do this show. The US Festival, they headlined Heavy Metal Day. But yeah, it's a really good sounding recording. They called it the Hide Your Sheep Tour, the Diver Down Tour, that is. And yeah, some great tracks on this one as well from all their eras. And they actually do an early version of Girl Gone Bad. It's just an instrumental part, and that's after the band kind of does this little instrumental thing that they do, this little jam session. This show's notorious. It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole show. But it was good to get a live recording of the whole entire show. I think I've got live recordings of all the bands that played on Heavy Metal Day now. This label, Rock Brigade, once again put this out. They've done several releases from, I got an Ozzy one from this label, and I think I'm waiting on maybe Scorpions. Scorpions hadn't come out yet, but I've got Triumph, Quiet Riot, Judas Priest, whoever else played that day. Kick-ass one right here. I've always loved that cover art too. I have a t-shirt. One of the first rock and roll shirts I ever had that on it. That lion busting out of the VH. Here's a live double album from Venezuela in 1983, and they're doing pretty much almost the same set they played at US Festival. You got a lot of stuff from Diver Down and Fair Warning thrown in with all the classics from the early records from the first three. Cool gatefold cover. It's on red vinyl. But yeah, really cool piece. I just got this one recently. This is from a Diver Down tour. It's called Long Live the King. It's a soundboard. Some great stuff on this, man. They're doing Hang 'Em High, and they're doing Where Have All the Good Times Gone. That's a couple rare ones. They didn't do a whole lot. But yeah, this was a really cool one to get. Supposedly, this was an uncirculated soundboard tape that just got out in recent years, and this company, Livewire, released it onto to CD. Yeah, good recording here. This is a bootleg unofficial live album, David Lee Roth, from the Eat 'Em and Smile tour. It's from Fresno, California, December 14th, 1986. And yeah, just a audience recording, but just a great set list, man. I mean, they do some stuff from his record and from the Eat 'Em and Smile record, and they do some classic Van Halen stuff. Good stuff. And here is one from the Skyscraper tour. It's once again, it's an audience recording. This is in one of those double jewel cases because it's a 2 CD set. And once again, they're doing stuff from Eat 'Em and Smile and from the Skyscraper record, as well as classic Van Halen tunes. By then, Billy Sheehan had left the band and was replaced by Matt Bissonette. Still got the price sticker on it where I paid $6 for it. And that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me some comments. Listen to some Van Halen. And we'll see you next time on Metal Emporium.